Okay, now we're back.
Mr. Payne, despite your claims about my forked tongue, it just so happens I have the proof you require.
You do?
It's right here in this crime photo.
Look at this photograph. Every time I do it, makes me laugh.
It is? Where? Defense, please point it out. What proves that the bloodstain outline on the box was the victim's hand you are? Oh, that's fucking Phoenix.
Wonder what it could be.
It's this. Right here.
His crotch?
His crotch. See?
I see.
His crotch is like a hand. Oh, wait, no. My mistake. It's this.
It's his foot?
His leg hand. Objection. I'm gonna take that.
That was the wrong hand.
Oh. Whoops.
You're supposed to pick the hand that was all bloody.
It looked bloody to me.
What am I supposed to be looking at exactly? I don't see anything of interest there.
We're gonna get a penalty.
I was just looking at all the dialogue. 100% completion.
Look closer. Just give your...
Oh. He was doing his impression of Phoenix. Listen. It's been a long stream. Look closer. Just give your eyes a second to adjust. Wait for it. Wait for it.
Oh, Phoenix.
Wait for it.
I'm waiting and I still don't see anything.
Well, you've gotta take off those ridiculous sunglasses. It's a court of law, you know.
What? These are my lucky sunglasses. You take that back.
Covering up one's own mistakes by tearing down others. How uncalled for. Penalty for being such a loser, defense. Youch! Okay, let's try that again. Minus the mistakes this time. Okay, but am I not crazy? Like, is he just wearing a glove?
I don't... Yeah, well, because it only splashed on his one hand. He didn't get blood on his other hand.
But
like, he's probably wearing a glove on that one as well, but it got blood on it.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
There you go. Take that. Mr. Payne, take a good look at the victim's hand. Bum, bum, bum! See this? That's blood.
Blood?
I thought it was ketchup.
What?
If we place Mr. Roll's hand inside the bloody outline...
You think the blood on his hand would complete the splatter?
Exactly. Here goes nothing for the 90th time in my life. And if they do form one complete splatter, it would prove my theory correct. Then the victim's already holding the box. I'm willing to bet my life on it.
You already are, Phoenix.
The defense reasserts that the victim was the thief who stole the treasure box.
There's the pursuit music. It's not very good.
Nope.
That's disappointing.
You can't be serious.
The pursuit music in Dual Destinies wasn't very good either.
Yeah.
I protest. There's no way they would ever match up, so let's just not figure out.
Talk about a tongue karma. Sounds like he just bit his. What's the matter, Mr. Payne? Did your forked tongue get all tangled up in there? Whoa. Or were you trying to submit your own tongue to the court?
What? You...
Boo!
Get off the stage!
Get him get the hook!
I can hardly believe it. Apparently, not everything out of the defense's mouth is a bluff.
Of course it's not, Your Majesty. This tongue doesn't lie. Except when it does. And I'd like to continue to use my tongue in the future, too, if you wouldn't mind. Wink. Winks at the judge. He never has to know it really was a bluff.
No, Mr. Roll. I can't believe it.
I'm sorry, Albie. I know that this is upsetting news. He must have needed the money badly, probably to support his family. After all, he even gave up the dream of becoming a monk to help them.
Oh, so that thing Mr. Roll would say to me. Albie, you train hard, and make sure you become a monk one day. Don't end up like me, he'd say.
Yeah, he was probably warning you not to end up a thief.
How obtuse. Sniffle. Mr. Roll.
Now wait just 1 minute. If the victim was the thief, and he was holding the treasure box, then that means Mr. Roll was holding the murder weapon when he was killed.
Oh, that's a very good point. It doesn't make much sense, does it?
I'm telling you,
Nothing in this game makes sense.
he was holding it over his head, and then he got tickled. If the victim was holding the treasure box, it couldn't have been the murder weapon. Which means the real murder weapon must have been something else.
It was the guy's instrument.
It was his gamelan.
The real murder weapon?
I don't know what else it would be.
Was it something else?
It was this golden crown! The blood was thought to have gotten on the box when the box was used as a weapon. But it turns out that that wasn't the case. The blood splattered onto the treasure box the victim was holding when he was struck with the real weapon. That's what really happened. Isn't that right, Mr. Understanding? Hey, it's you. Oh,
Good. My work here is done. Are you insinuating I'm the one who used this real weapon? Oh,
are you saying I'm wrong in my understanding? Bam! Got him!
Nailed it.
Owned!
you got me riled up, lawyer man. I feel a song coming on. Oh, God.
Here comes.
Looking for a weapon that just doesn't exist. Pathetic out, lawyer man. Drop into the abyss.
Yeah, just say it. Just don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Despicable lawyer man, you make me sick. You can disappear just like a magic trick.
Look at that sweet shredding licks behind his head. What a show off.
Worthless lawyer man, done it by weapon. For you, miserable wretch, hell doth beckon.
That's kind of
Yeah.
6 out of 10. Okay, Jam.
I know I don't need to remind you, Defense, that your life is on the line.
I know, Your Majesty.
Yet you're prepared to risk it all on a mere idea of a real murder weapon.
Death to the lawyer.
This is it. The moment of truth. I can't back down, not now. Yes, Your Majesty, I am. I'm confident that the real murder weapon does indeed exist.
That's a bold claim, Mr. Wright. Now let's see you back it up. Show us which piece of evidence points to the real murder weapon.
Gladly. If I knew which one it was. What would somebody like understanding use to bludgeon someone? Now then, defense, please submit your evidence to the court.
Yeah, let's see it, lawyer man. Let's see this thing that shows the real murder weapon you say I used.
Just gonna do this real quick, since I only have one soul left. Okay. What did he use? So I don't think he used a song. Don't think he used an autopsy report or a photo.
What's in the photo?
Good point. What is in the photo? I mean,
There's the cart there,
there's a gun,
the gun,
but he was pointing the gun at Albie.
right?
So I don't think it was that.
No.
I feel like it couldn't be the cart, because he would have like hid the cart, right?
I mean, I feel like the only thing it could be is his,
Key, right?
is the key big enough?
Well, no, I mean like he,
Wouldn't it be his instrument?
Yeah.
but it's not in the court record.
Is there something that points to it though?
Oh, there it is. Bam.
You think we could use the photo and say it's that?
Yeah, that's my guess.
Okay.
My only other guess is that it's this key is actually like the key to his guitar case, and like
That's true. This key doesn't fit.
yeah. So I think it's either one of these two pieces of evidence.
Okay.
And I feel like this is a little less obtuse than this.
Right. Well, let's try one, and if need be, we can reload, and maybe it'll show us if we get a bad ending or not.
Unless like this Magatama key, no, it's blunt force trauma, right? That's how he died?
Yeah.
Okay. What I'm about to present is really nothing more than a possibility. But this thin thread is all I've got. Allow me to direct the court's attention to the photo of the morning of the Dance of Devotion.
That photo? How is that going to help you, Mr. Wright?
There's something about it that doesn't sit right with me.
Oh yeah? And what's this something,
This thing here is odd, to say the least. So, okay. Do you think there's anything else on here that's worth presenting? Or do you think the guitar's it?
I don't know what else it would be.
The Damelan.
Wait, it looks different from the one that he's using.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That looks like an electric guitar and not like a wooden instrument like he's holding
That's
in
true.
the courtroom.
And I have it selected right now, right? My cursor's over it?
Go up a little.
Go up a little.
Yeah, there.
Okay. Mr. Understandin'. Why is the instrument you're holding different from the one you're playing in the photo?
Because it's covered in blood? ...
Would you look at that? It's a completely different... They are completely different shapes.
I believe you said your Damalon was your one and only.
Well, Mr. Understanding, what do you have to say about this?
I got nothing to say.
Then allow me to answer for you. They're different because the one in the photo is no longer in playable condition. Ugh. El Kabong. Not after you used it to bludgeon Mr. Roll to death.
My old partner wasn't doing so hot. So I brought her sister along, that's all.
You're cheating on your guitar with her sister. Despicable. Lock him up.
Not a big deal, lawyer man.
In that case, please submit your old Damalon to this court as evidence.
Too bad. You're too late. I got rid of her yesterday.
Okay, that's not suspicious.
Yeah.
You what?
Burned her up with the rest of the trash.
You just said that your guitars were like your most prized possessions.
Yeah. Ashes to ashes, baby.
No! He already destroyed the evidence?
And I see more trash right here in this court that needs to burn in the fires of hell.
Aw, man.
Lawyer trash.
Dang. Shucks.
He got you good.
No, my feelings. I quit. Now, there's no proof to show.
Aw, come on, that was pathetic. Your agony could sound better than that.
What are
Where's
you?
that great scream of yours?
What is he doing?
I don't know what he's...
It's very
Stop it.
weird. It makes
Stop.
me uncomfortable.
Please stop. Oh, God. This can't be.
I think I've heard enough.
This has cast a lot of doubt onto the witness, but I'm done.
It seems the defense is unable to produce evidence. It needs to prove its assertions.
But, Your Majesty, that's only because the witness destroyed it.
Evidence is everything in court. Don't tell me you've forgotten the most fundamental principle of our profession.
Without sufficient proof, your claim that Mr. Understanding is the murderer is no more than conjecture.
Ah!
There's the pained expression I've been looking for. By the way, there seems to be one more thing you're forgetting.
What is that now? What is it now?
You accused Mr. Understanding of being the thief. But the real thief turned out to be the victim.
Uh-oh.
And with that, Mr. Understanding's proponent proposed motive for murder goes out the window.
Ah! I totally saw this coming.
Great point, prosecutor. You tell him. If I had been there, I would have just collared Roll and gotten the treasure back.
I would have killed him had I been there, but I wasn't.
There wasn't any reason for me to kill him now, was there?
He was stealing the treasure.
Which you wanted to steal from him.
There's no good counter-argument to that except the one we just talked about.
It sounds like Mr. Understanding has been completely wrongfully accused.
The other dude being a thief doesn't mean you're not a thief.
Unfortunately,
It's not like there can only be one thief.
unfortunate as it may be, there can only be one thief. And I think it's time to hand down the verdict in this case. No good. Not good. Defense, I trust you understand what yourself will receive for taking on this case.
Stop. Please. No.
Oh boy.
What do I do?
Need help.
The murder weapon's been destroyed, and now I've got no motive. Poor Albie will be convicted, and I'll lose my life and my badge, just like that.
Mr. Wright, you wasted the court's time and disparaged everything we hold sacred. We should charge you with less majesty, in addition to the crime of abetting the accused.
What does that matter if you're just gonna kill him?
Yeah, you should pay for desecrating my good name. Bye-bye, lawyer man. Time for you to do some repenting in the Twilight Realm.
This guy is guilty as sin. I just know it. He must have had some reason to kill Mr. Roll, but what?
Come on, people. Let me hear you scream and shout. Time to take this lawyer trash out. Exterminate. Exterminate.
Thank you.
The thing to do at this time, at a time like this, is to turn my thinking around.
Turn about.
I shouldn't be trying to figure out what Understanding's motive was. I should be thinking about what kind of situation would give him a motive.
Did you steal it? He said.
We know that Mr. Cole was the thief, and that he had gotten his hands on the box. So then, why?
Okay, so he got there, he was gonna try, he opened it to steal it, but it was already gone, so that's why he asked Albie if Albie stole it?
No, he knew that Understanding was behind him, and he was
What?
asking him. Or,
What?
so, Understanding, I'm still going with that they're partners in crime.
Uh-huh.
And Roll knew that Understanding was behind him, and he just asked Roll, "Did you steal it?" Mm-hmm. And he like knew that Roll was behind it because Roll was like probably playing the Song of Serenades on his guitar. Mm-hmm. I mean, that's pretty. It's a big conjecture.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he did hear the music.
Or, what you said, Understanding had already stolen it, and he went to go check if Albie did it, but that's not really turning your thinking around, I don't think. Why in the world did he ask Albie that question? What about the treasure box would have prompted him to...
Defense, what's gotten into you?
Now I get it. Now it all makes sense.
Want to fill us in, Phoenix?
Like,
Just whatever P word you want.
what the fuck, man? What you trying to say? Muttering and squealing to yourself? Sounds like you knocked something loose upstairs.
Your Majesty, please hold off your ruling for just a little while longer.
Don't tell me you're going to start begging for your life now.
No, Your Majesty, that's not it. It's just that I realized something important. We've been operating under a serious misconception this whole time.
A misconception, you say?
That's right. A mistaken notion about the treasure box. But of course, could this really be true? There's still a lot to figure out.
Very well, let's hear what you have to say.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
Your Majesty, this is just more of his nonsense. He's stalling for time.
This is your last chance, Defense. The second I find it really is nothing but nonsense, no amount of begging will stay my hand, understand?
Yes, Your Majesty.
We all know this is going to be another one of your stupid bluffs.
Now then, Defense, what is the misconception you mentioned?
The thing that we didn't realize is save scum.
Save, and we're also going to take a quick little break.
Quick little break.
Be right back.